Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to PGA Tour 2K21 Next Gen Gameplay Live here on the channel. Today we are going to be checking out Hideki. This one was designed by Honey Badger Hacker and this is his Japanese themed course and it is his entry into the 2021 National Treasure Contest. So let's get right into this one. Let's take a look at the course settings. As always, we're leaving everything at default. Fairways are normal, greens are firm and fast. Time of day is noon and the weather is overcast. We do have two tee options. We are going to be swinging from the white tees, which are playing 6,927 yards. And as always, pin set number 1. I'm getting my excuses in early here, guys. I've not played this game in 3 days and there has been another server-side swing mechanic update, so looking forward to seeing what the difference are with that. But wow, what a fantastic looking opening hole. You instantly get the feel that you are in Japan. You've got options on the left, but with that 15 mph wind, we're not going to be able to do that. Cool bonsai tree there as well that we just zoomed into. So we're going to have to take this down the left centre off the fairway. Wind should hold us up and move us to the right. Really good opening swing line and swing tempo. But what a magical looking opening hole. Has vibes of Chris Z's Suzuka Japan that with the opening hole. It's a long par 4 with this wind. So just going to take 5 wood, try and float it up there and get it running up towards the pin. Should have the legs. Tiniest of slows, that really shouldn't affect us, but we are going to catch this uphill slope. Does it have the momentum to get up there? It does, and that is a fantastic opening approach shot. We do have a 9-foot putt. Green speeds are 171. Quite a lot of movement in this putt though. Greens look like they're going to be fairly aggressive. Is it going to turn? It does turn, and we do manage to kick things off with an opening birdie. So great start to this round. And we are going to progress to the second tee at 1 under par. It is a stunning looking par 3. Look at this waterfall, by the way. Absolute eye candy. Really love the colours he's got going on around here as well. I think with that wind behind us, 14 mph wind, 7-iron should just land short of the green and hopefully kick up towards that flag aggressively. Get the perfect horrible swing line. Only 98% power. Should go on well though. Oh, it didn't kick on well at all. There's actually a really steep false front that I didn't take into consideration there. And that is going to leave us a lengthy putt from 22 feet. Lot of movement in this one. I don't even think we've hit that firm enough. We didn't, but decent read. But just in case you didn't realise, the name of the course, Hideki, has been named after Japan's first ever Masters champion, Hideki Matsuyama. So we move on to hole number 3, first of the par 5s. Tight fairway here with that 12 to 14 mph wind. We are going to have to set this down the left hand side towards the water. Beautiful swing execution, by the way. And that is comfortably going to take us over to the right hand side. Got no idea if we're going to reach this in 2 though with these wind conditions. But so far, absolutely love the planting and the environment of the course. 225 yards, we can get there no problem at all. 5 wood is going to be too short. We're just going to have to try and shape this with the 3 wood. I'm going to turn this from right to left against the wind. And hopefully we do lose a good bit of yardage with this exhibition shot, you could call it. Oh, we've executed it well. This should kick up really, really well on the firm conditions. And we should have a look for an eagle putt. Go on, keep running. It is going to turn left.
Nicely done on the green.
I think that's got us closer than what the 5 would have done. But we've got a 32-foot putt. 1 foot uphill. This should start to swing towards the hole. Have we hit it? It's a great read. Once again, just slightly under hitting the putt. But we do have a tap-in birdie putt, which we do convert, and we do move to 2 under with our second birdie of the round. Hole number 4, mid-range par 4, playing 457 yards. Fairways are fairly tight here. And with these cross winds, it is making for a real challenge off the tee box. Tiniest of fast there, but we should comfortably hold on to the left-hand side if this fairway, and that should be nothing more than a wedge into this green. Gap wedge is maybe just going to be a little bit too short with a 1-2-3 carry, so just go 9 iron because that wind is blowing us from right to left, but should also, oh, early, there's a huge fast, that's going to come up way short. We're probably going to be bunker bound. Another stunning bonsai tree off there in the distance, man, that is quality. So let's see if we can splash this with full backspin. Should hopefully release out of here well. We are on a slight downhill slope. Ball's going to kick right. It went a little bit more right than I allowed for. Fantastic recovery. And we do have a 4-foot putt for the par save. So really good up and down there. And we do manage to remain at 2 under par after that way short approach shot due to the fast. So 156 yards, par 3, down 38 feet. It's a really tight and testing pin location with this wind. I'm just actually going to reset this 7 iron, guys, because that wind is picking up on us. It's now 16 mile per hour. No need for the backspin. It's a really good strike. Yardage should be bang on. That wind is really moving me over to the left. We're going to be left hand side of the pin. That ball really kicked forward there. And we're left with an 18-foot putt. 3 inches uphill. It's another tough putt. It's really going to swing hard from right to left. I've underhit that once again. It's a really good read though. But going back to underhitting putts, but unless you're playing this game for good 4, 5, 6 rounds per day, guys, it's tough to stay on top of it and maintain a rhythm. And we do move on to the 6th hole. Look at this cool bonsai tree, or bonsai oversized plant. Just waiting for Mr. Miyagi to pop out with his scissors to give it a trim. But the designer has definitely nailed the Japanese environment here. This is going to be a monster par 4 with these wind conditions. There's a huge slope. I think we're going to kick into the bunker here. Oh wow, what a members bounce that is. We kicked right back into the fairway there. Really didn't expect that outcome. Little streams in play if we are short here. So 14 mile per hour wind. 179 should be bang on. Just going to take a really aggressive line here. Try to land this right at the front of the green. Couldn't have struck that any better. What's going on here? I've got no idea how that ball went so far right. That's a bit bizarre. Wind didn't seem to hold me up there at all. Unless I've had a huge error of judgment there. I'll actually have to take a look back at that. So just try to find the top of this slope. Full check on this lob wedge chip and let it release down. Couldn't have played that any better. Is it going to turn? Didn't turn as much as I expected it to. It's actually ran on 8 feet past. Not a lot of movement in this putt. Just going left edge of the cup. Should turn. It does turn. And we are going to remain at 2 under par. Now, these current wind conditions I'm playing in is going to make any course tough. But with some of these tee shots and approach shots we do have, it really is making for a testing experience out here in the course. Slight slope. Surely we come up short of this bunker. Come on, hold up. I just avoided the heavy rough there, because I don't think there's actually any light rough. I've really not come across any light rough. I hope I am correct in saying that. I'm sure if I'm wrong, the designer will correct me. So 4 iron with that 15 mile per hour wind behind, I should comfortably carry the lake and kick onto the green. Come on, ball, stay up, stay up. That wind's hardly moved me, guys. I'm sure I had a 15 mile per hour wind at my back there, and I think that ball dropped at like 181 yards with 179 club. That is bizarre. Once again, another huge random moment in this game, which seems to be full of randomness with every patch it's released, sadly. But a 12-foot putt. Just came up a little bit short with that splash shot. Not going to be a lot of movement in this one. Just going right edge of the flag stick. That should hold its line. Does hold its line. And it does drop for our 3rd birdie off the round, and we do move to 3 under par with 2 holes to play on this spectacular front 9. So 159 yards, that win once again. Oh, I'm in between clubs here. I don't think 9-iron has enough legs to get there. If we come up short, that's going to be a tough putt. So going full backspin with his 8-iron. I expect us to be slightly long, but we could well get a kick back off the slope. Tiniest to fast. Oh wow, that ball has really took off. And we are going to miss the green. Oh no, it's actually came back onto the green. This is going to be a nasty putt. Look how much that ball moved and the way it moved. So we do have a splash shot here. That is such a tough pin to get near, especially with these wind conditions. That is going to require target golf. This could have a chance of going in. Fantastic recovery with a splash shot there. Just checked up short. That was a weird cutscene. I'm sure you guys have noticed my outfit change. I just fancied something a little bit more colourful for today's round with it being in Japan. But this really is a fantastic course, guys. I'm sure it's a course that's going to do well in this design contest event. Couldn't have played that tee shot any better, and with that wind behind us, this ball should run on for days. And that is definitely going to leave us nothing more than a wedge with the wind behind us. So 119 yards, 15-mile-per-hour wind behind us. This sand wedge has got to be perfect. Slight downhill slope, just going a good bit of backspin here. Should land short of the pin, pardon me, and hopefully check up fairly quickly. Certainly want to be on the right-hand side of this flagstick. This is tracking well. Should work its way down and back towards the pin. Just checked up a little bit quicker, but that really is a good approach shot. 6 foot. Just going cup and a half outside the hole, and it turns beautifully for us, and we do pick up our 4th birdie off the round, and we move to 4 under par. But what a fantastic golfing experience this is, guys. Course is absolutely fantastic. He really has nailed the Japanese environment. The planting has been really done to a high standard as well, and I just love the layout of the course. A little bit of a fast there, but the wind kept us in play. And we've got 179 yards left to the flagstick. 12-mile-per-hour wind, it should swing us from left to right. I think this club with the backspin should be perfect. Executed to perfect. This should be really, really good. Should sit down pretty quickly for us. It's ran on a little bit more than I anticipated. I can only assume we've got an uphill putt here. We do. So very punishing runoffs on some of these pin locations with the firm conditions. Go on, go, go, go. Left that a little bit short. Didn't have the read anyway. Ball turned a lot more than I anticipated, but we are going to pick up a solid par. And we will be stepping onto the 11th hole at 4 under. Quite a short par 4 for this course, to be honest. 445 yards, downhill though. Wind should help us out a little bit here. Couldn't have hit that any better. Swinging very well so far this round. And that ball is hopefully going to leave us in prime location for attacking this 11th green. So 132 yards. I'll tell you what, gap wedge is made for this. Don't want to be left of the flag here. Look at that runoff to the left, that slope. Wow. So try to get this as close to the pin as possible. 10-mile-per-hour wind is going to push us right. But this ball should sit down instantly after a good kick. It has done. And we've left ourselves a good opportunity for birdie here. 8 feet out. Really got to take care with some of these pins, guys, that you are landing on certain specific areas off the green. If you're not paying attention to the runoffs or the slopes, you will be punished and have some really awkward and difficult putts. But hole number 12, we are 5 under. And this course just really is majestic, guys. Absolutely stunning. Not a lot of Japanese theme courses in the game, to be honest. Like I say, Chris Z, another fantastic designer. Suzuka, Japan, or Suzuku, Japan. Well, let's float this free hybrid into the wind. This has got to be good. This has got to be money. Surely this sits. Come on, ball. We actually landed in the heavy rough there, but I'm now convinced in what I said a few holes back that there's no light rough in this course. In all honesty, the fairways are fairly wide. But in these wind conditions where for the majority of the tee shots it's been cross winds, go on, get in. It really has been difficult tee shots on many of the holes. Solid par, just missed out on the birdie opportunity there. And hole 13, it's going to be another par 3. It's playing 187 yards, down 10 feet. Once again, water's in play here with this wind. Just going to come down to 6 iron. But this is such a well-designed course, guys. It really, really is. Got the perfect. Pulled it slightly left, but yardage should be bang on. This should really kick out firmly. Come on, get up that slope. Is it got the legs to get there? That might actually come back a little bit. It is. Just needed another 2 or 3 yards of run out there. And we would have stayed up past the slope. But look at some of these putts you are being left with. It really is testing greens. It's another. I'm actually not going to say that's an underhit putt. It was a good putt. I think at times I'm too harsh on myself with my putting. Some of these putts are difficult. Certainly don't want to be flying things past the hole. Hole number 14. Let's see if we have an option down the right hand side here. No, we don't. Beautiful stream there though. So we're definitely going to have to play the left hand side. The wind's down to single figure digits for the first time, but it's actually going to help me out here. Wind should start to take it round the fairway. Should kick slightly to the right hand side. No, kind of more kick to the left. Quite surprised at that. So 139 yards to the flagstick, down 6 feet, 10 mile per hour wind behind us. Do you know what? Let's come back to the gap wedge. Just apply a little bit of D-loft, full backspin. It should bind short off the flag, but should check up instantly with that amount of spin we've applied. Horrible slope at our feet. Tiny slope, but we did probably counteract that with the pull left. Is it going to sit? Never checked up at all, to be honest. I didn't think there was a slope there. Maybe just caught that slight downhill slope. It really kicked the ball way past the flag and didn't allow for it to check. This has got a chance if it stays high. Oh, it's a really good putt from there. And we do drop that in for the par. I've had a few howlers today with the commentary, guys. But let's move on to the 15th hole, par 5. Going to be a short par 5 if we can find the fairway with the tee shot here. We get the grey slope, and that ball just instantly moved to the right there with that slow wow. We do fortunately kick out into the fairway. Oh, I'm in between clubs here. With that wind behind us, we're comfortably going to land on the green. Just going to apply a little bit of loft to hang us up there. 217 with that wind behind us should be perfect. Slight grey slow again. That ball's dying. Wow. Once again, I'm puzzled because I don't know if the wind didn't carry us or that grey slow just took about 20 yards off my club with the wind behind us. Bizarre. Really bizarre. Let's see if we can flop this one close. Great execution. It should run out fairly well. Oh, it's checked up instantly, to be honest. I did apply backspin, but I was expecting a little bit more run out there with the firm conditions. And we've made a mess of this par 5. One that was easily reachable, and 2, have we hit it? No, it's another putt I have left short, and we had the ideal read. So disappointed to only pick up par there. Especially with the wind advantage we had with our first 2 shots.
Taking a hack out of
But let's move on to the 16th. Oh wow, this could well be drivable. It's going to be tough with this wind. Hopefully that fairway kicks left. Couldn't have executed that any better. Wind's tracking well. This surely kicks us left. That really took a hard kick left. I think if we were another 2 or 3 yards higher up the slope, we would have got a more favourable kick towards or nearer to the flagstick. But with that wind conditions there, it was going to be tough to land it in an ideal location. So splash shot should check up short of the flag. It does. Good execution there. Really happy with how I've executed my flops, my splashes so far this round. And we do pick up the birdie and we move to 6 under. Only 2 birdies this back 9. Oh wow. We're certainly not going to be able to reach that second part of the fairway in these wind conditions. But I just love the layout of this course, guys. It really is fantastic. Tiniest of slows. The designer was asked to create a Japanese themed course to my knowledge. As soon as you were on the first tee, he nailed the environment. You certainly got the impression that you were playing golf in Japan. The look of the course is fantastic. The planting, the sculpting, second to none. But most important for me, the playability. So trying a little bit of an exhibition shot here once again with a 3 hybrid. Turning it against the wind. Couldn't have hit that any better. Look at that. There's Japanese letters just past the bridge and on the slope there. You'll probably get a good look at it now. No idea what that represents. Maybe means Hideki or something like that in Japanese letters. I've got no information about this course, guys. I think I'm basically recording this as soon as it dropped. As you can see, it had 0 plays at the start. Good lag putt. And it is going to leave us a simple, well, I'm not going to say simple, a missable putt from 5 feet. How did that not turn? I have really put a kiss of death on me. Look at that, guys. That had to turn. That ball stayed straight. Wow. It just seems that I'm getting far too many of these. Like I say, probably averaging about 1 a round now. These phantom breaks or phantom beads or whatever. I can't even call that a phantom break because the grid was telling me it was breaking. It just didn't turn at all. Disappointed to pick up bogey there. This is a tough par 3 with these winds. Just going to deal off the 7 iron. Keep it below the wind. Oh, great strike. This should be right at it. Come on, wind. I really feel as if that wind hardly held me up there. I did apply deal off, but I still expected the ball to check up short of the flagstick. But downhill putt should start to swing from about 6 to 7 feet out back to the right. That is a nasty putt line, but it is starting to turn back, and we've got away with that one. I've seen me miss putts like that. But there we go, guys. Hideki, we do shoot a 64, which is 6 under par. But what a fantastic course. It truly is magnificent. Please get out there and play it. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I will leave you with my round stats. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.